Hello there everyone. Here we have a control panel or amp panel from a KRK RoKit 5 speaker. I'll show you the rest of it in a minute. Common problem on these, so they've got an active amplifier inside on here. This screen starts flickering, and sometimes you can get the speaker to restart by flicking it on and off, but essentially what we believe is happening is this capacitor has failed, possibly this one as well, but normally this one. It's 1000 microfarad 10 volts, and we're going to change it for 1025 just to give it a bit more resilience. Really good speakers, really good sounding speakers these are. What actually happened for this one, it's just been left on for months and months and months because it's permanently in use more or less, and it's been absolutely fine, but we had to switch it off to rearrange some things, and it went and didn't come back on. So yeah, what we're going to do is whiz the screws out on the back here. We can leave everything else in, unplug that, and we should be golden. Just change that. I better check, see if I've got a capacitor that fits. Back in a moment. Okay, so I've got the capacitor power unit out. By the looks of it, in my little collection here, I've got 1016. So that's going to be close enough. Let's grab one of those out and get the soldering iron warmed up. The eagle-eyed amongst you may have noticed I'm in a slightly different place, and that's because we have moved to a home office instead of renting a normal office at the moment. There's various reasons for this, but we'll get into it later. This might be a little bit rough the way I'm a bit all over the place, but we've got a new mat like all the good repairers have, and we've got some flux, but I seem to be missing my little cleaning sponge, but that doesn't really matter. We've also got a new soldering iron combined heat station. Let's just see if I can show it there. 80 quid from eBay. I brought the cheaper one and it sort of blew up straight away, so I thought, stuff it, I'll spend double the price and make a different one. Use a different one. So hopefully this board is completely discharged or something close to it. We've put some flux on the it's not quite warm enough yet. Oh no, it is, it's pulling out. I have to get the desolderer. How do I know it's this capacitor? Well, there's 3 or 4 other videos online that sort of give a clue, and it seems the unit seems to have the same issue as the others, a flickering screen. So we've dropped that out, and luckily enough, by the looks of it, the holes are actually still okay. Now I am hoping that white means, white side means negative. So we put our shorter leg into the negative side. It might not work, I might have to get my desolderer. Let's just grab the desolderer. I haven't yet upgraded to a mechanical desolder gun, these sorts of jobs. Oh, that's cleared that actually. Just needed a bit of warming up. Oh no, I messed this one up now. I know some people use like little wooden sticks to clear the holes out of these. Not a terrible idea, I guess, but I've just never bothered to get one. Oh, I have proper messed that hole. Oh, there we go. Okay, good quality board. That's what we like. The solder is low melt and sorted, so as you can see there, the markings is white, so we use that on the negative. Bend the legs out so it stays there. Make sure we've got the right 1016, and we've taken out a 1010. That's all good. It's madness how this one little capacitor can cause, a couple of £100 device just to stop working. I always wonder whether it's what the main issue is. Is it under-spec'd? Is it overworked? Is there just some weird thing about local electrical supplies that cause these things to pop? Okay. I'm trying to keep this video under 5 minutes, and it's going to be under 6, I think. Now that is probably the worst bit of soldering of all time, but it's good enough because it wasn't working before, was it? Now, it goes without saying, I think, when you try an electronics repair, especially on the power boards, make sure you discharge the device for a few hours before you work on it, if you can. Sorry about the road noise, I forgot to close the window. Right, let's hook it up and see if it works. In fact, let's record me putting it back together. I'll just speed it up. There we go. 4 screws in the back of this power board that has an interconnecting link to the audio board. Audio/data board, I guess. So yeah, I do like it when things are well designed. I like the fact we've got complete separation of the power and data/audio processing. I haven't actually looked at the components, but I assume there's lots of audio filtering going on. Right, we need to lift this up. This is the actual speaker. Do be careful when laying these speakers down that you don't damage the cones of the speaker itself. Just 2 cables on this model to plug into the audio. Screen goes at the top or towards the center of the device. I'm going to risk it for a biscuit and put all the screws in, because if it doesn't work I won't be revisiting this for a while. Sorry, my camera attachment is sort of in the way of me working. What do we reckon? Is it going to work? Or is it going to go fizz bang pop and scare the living bejeebus out of me? I might switch the camera off and try first, just in case I squeal. Well, my cable isn't long enough to get the speaker on the desk, but here we go, power on. Amazing. That is like a 5p component repairing a £200 item. And they're good sounding speakers, so they're well worth repairing. I hope this has helped you. Tune in for all sorts of electronics repair when I find things that come across what I do. I run lots of different things online, websites, I DJ, do various social media things, all quite low key, but it's all good fun. RoKit 5 from KRK Repair. Thanks very much for watching.